Right now, though, let's tease your taste buds a little bit this morning with something absolutely delicious. Now, one of our favorite chefs, pastry chef Angie Boyd, she is using the LG SolarDOM this morning, which is a microwave grill. It's a convection oven and an all-in-one appliance to make a soufflé, but not just any soufflé, a blackberry soufflé, and it sounds mouth-watering. Let's check it out.
The classic soufflé can be baked in an oven or cooked in a microwave as a modern twist, but Chef Angie Boyd is using both in the LG SolarDOM oven for her fruit-flavored soufflé.
Most people think making a soufflé is really tricky, but I'm going to show you today how quick and easy it is in fact to make. We are going to make a slightly different version of a classic soufflé. We're in fact making it with blackberries, so it is a little bit fat-free, much better for those summer months. First thing we're going to do is take our fresh blackberries and pop them into the food processor.
The blackberries must be pureed to separate the seeds from the pulp and extract maximum flavor.
We've blended our blackberries to a fine puree because this is going to form the base of our soufflé. And then we're going to take the mixture and pass it through a strainer. And this is going to remove the seeds because we don't want those little gritty bits of seeds in our soufflé. We want a lovely, fine, smooth puree. Make sure you've got every tiny little drop into your bowl. And then these little seeds can be discarded, or you could add them to the compost heap for your garden. Right, what we're going to do now is take our puree, we're going to add it to a pot. Along with some granulated white sugar. And we're actually going to wait for it to bubble up and then we can thicken it.
To thicken the mixture, mix corn flour with a little water and add crème de cassis liqueur to form a paste. This slurry is added to the bubbling fruit puree and whisk gently until thickened.
So now we're going to remove this from the heat and we're going to pour it into a clean dish. And we're just going to leave this to cool to room temperature now.
While the mixture is cooling down to room temperature, it's the perfect time to start preparing the ramekins for the soufflé.
So the next step is to take some softened butter and we're going to brush this into our ramekins. Basically, we're preparing our ramekins for the soufflé mixture to go into. So we brush right through the inside, very liberally, lots and lots of butter. This is just so that it doesn't stick. And then we're going to take some caster sugar, sprinkle quite a bit in. Right, we tip out the excess, and then we're ready to move on to the next step, which is to whisk our egg whites, which we're going to fold into the base puree.
Use a hand mixer or balloon whisk to whisk the egg whites to soft peak stage. Add caster sugar and continue whisking until the egg whites form stiff peaks. Fold half the egg whites into the fruit puree and add the rest to combine.
So now we're ready to fill our ramekins. We're going to take some of our soufflé mixture, which is a beautiful pink color by now. Fill right to the top, almost to overflowing, and then we're going to scrape it down. Right, now the last thing we need to do is to just run a tip of a knife around the top edge of each soufflé. This just helps to ensure that it rises evenly. Very gently, just turn your ramekin as you hold the knife steady. Do it with both of them. Right, so once we've done that, they are now ready to go into the oven.
The LG SolarDOM oven allows you to cook with convection heat or microwave alternately or at the same time, so food cooks faster. For the soufflé, a convection combination setting is used to get the perfect rise.
And there you have your perfectly risen soufflés. And at this point, don't panic. They do sink down. It's natural. It happens to every single soufflé. It's just a momentary little rise, and then we dust them with some icing sugar, and then we can decorate with a nice, beautiful, fresh blackberry. Right, and now we're ready to dig in. There we go. Doesn't that look beautiful?